A dozen gay men, my wife Rachel and I, stand by a jacuzzi on Fire Island. We watch Jason and Mandy again. It is sex, but it's not particularly sexy. More Animal Planet than Spice Channel. The faces on the men gathered around are rapt. Who can blame them? This is at least as good as any porn movie. And it's the real thing, and it involves a man with huge muscles and tattoos. We had been warned. Our gay friends back home had told us how intense Fire Island could be, especially on the big party weekends. Rachel and I had shrugged off the warnings. We'd been around. So had Jason and Mandy, two personal trainers we brought along with us. The owner of the house is Ramon, a prominent doctor specializing, ironically, in the treatment of AIDS. He is the perfect host, anything you want, as long as what you want is sex or drugs. There are vials of everything, everywhere, all the time. If it isn't in front of you, all you have to do is ask. K, G, X, poppers, weed, Viagra, crystal, especially crystal. Snorted, smoked, or shot up, only crystal can keep the party and the sex going full tilt for days. The first people we meet are the porn boys, featured acts in a series of videos. We nickname them Tweaked and Chipper. I keep forgetting their real names. This is awkward considering how often I run into them traipsing around the house naked. The first time I walk by the porn boys' room, the door is open. I see what looks like a naked rugby scrum. Based on what I hear, it's a high-scoring game. Rachel and I figure this is our chance to experience what our gay friends take for granted: voracious, supercharged debauchery. We hang a welcome sign on our bed. Jason and Mandy jump right in. High as we all are, the sex has a dreamy quality. It's like watching myself through a Vaseline-coated camera lens. Then, Jason and Mandy start having sex on demand, and demand is strong. They stage special command performances in various venues, including the living room, our neighbor's pool deck, the second-floor balcony, the outdoor shower, the kitchen, and now the jacuzzi. Rachel sighs and walks by me in a huff. She slides open the screen door leading to the living room and slaps it closed behind her. Jason and Mandy show no signs of letting up, so I head inside to find Rachel. I know she's upset. The couple we've been having public sex with is now having public sex without us. She is upstaged. I turn the corner into one of the guest rooms. There is Rachel sitting on the bed with the porn boys. She's just about to inhale white smoke from the end of a small glass water pipe. Privately, Rachel has been deriding the porn boys for smoking crystal, which she says hits too close to the utterly unfabulous act of smoking crack. I have to admit, the distinction is lost on me. Rachel sees me, lowers the pipes a few inches, and shrugs. Went on Fire Island. I should be appalled, but I'm not. Before I met Rachel, I'd been floating through life, detached and lost. Then she came along. Rachel was beautiful, smart, and driven. Through her, I met her sensational friends, mostly A-list gay men. They were sharp and successful, brimming with confidence. Rachel loved the attention these guys showered on her. Strangely, so did I. My new friends were as warm and witty as they were welcoming. There were group vacations to Tuscany, Provence, Cancun, and Istanbul. There were parties in Miami, New York, Amsterdam, Montreal, Mykonos, and San Francisco. We had become a major subculture's minor celebrity, Nick and Rachel, the hot straight couple who partied like rock stars with the boys. I sit on the edge of the bed in the porn boy's bedroom and watch Rachel press the glass pipe to her lips. Except for the muffled moans coming from the hot tub, the hiss from the small butane lighter is the only sound in the room. A thin tendril of smoke streams into Rachel's mouth. Tweak says, "Hold it in." Rachel puffs up her cheeks and waits. "Now," he says. She exhales a small plume, like a breath on a frosty morning. Chipper points the pipe in my direction. "You want?" "Yes, he does," says Rachel. "I do?" Rachel says, "If this is the highway to hell, I'm not riding it alone." I try to think of a reason not to. A good reason won't be good enough. Not here. Especially not here. Tweak snaps on the lighter and maneuvers the pale blue flame under the crystal. It melts and is transformed from powder into a white haze. "Draw," he says, "not too hard." I touch my lips to the tip of the warm glass, inhale, and watch the smoke disappear until it emerges again as a frail white wisp. There's only the slightest chemical aftertaste. A wave spreads through me, euphoric, but much more. There's clarity, perfect, doubt-obliterating clarity. I look up to the ceiling. The image there is plain and unambiguous. It's me and Rachel sharing the first car on a roller coaster, a ride with no rules or limits, our arms held over our heads as it plunges into a free fall, straight down.